Everyone. I want to welcome you all to this announcement this morning. My name is Chris Broughton. I'm the Executive Director of Skills Canada, Alberta. Very pleased to be your Master of Ceremonies for this event. First of all, I want to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, a traditional meeting grounds, gathering place, and traveling route to the Cree, Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. We acknowledge all the many First Nations, Métis and Inuit, whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. We're going to be efficient this morning. We have a very brief program, a handful of speakers, followed by a Q&A, and then a photo op. So without further ado, I want to bring up our first speaker this morning. It's Alberta's Minister of Skilled Trades and Professions, the Honourable Kaycee Madu. Minister Madu.
Thank you so much, Chris, for your introduction, and good morning, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be in this wonderful school with a long history of making sure that we train the next generation of Albertans to succeed in life. So I do want to thank everyone who have made today's announcement possible. On behalf of Premier Smith and the government of Alberta, I am indeed pleased to be here at Henry Anley High School today to share some exciting news about careers in the skilled trades and technology in our province. It's here in this school and in many other schools across Alberta that the future of our province is being written. Teachers and students are working together to determine the students' paths forward in life. Their work is vitally important, not only for the students' success in the workforce, but for Alberta's continued prosperity. A part of the recipe for continued success and prosperity is a partnership between educators and employers. Two organizations in our province have taken a special interest in that partnership since the 1990s. I am talking about Careers the Next Generation and Skills Canada, Alberta. Careers the Next Generation is a not-for-profit foundation with the goal of connecting high school students with employers and promoting apprenticeship education in Alberta. With staff working in more than 200 communities across Alberta, Careers has arranged more than 34,000 internships since it was founded in 1997. Skills Canada Alberta is a not-for-profit organization that works with approximately 19,000 students in 200 Alberta communities annually, creating opportunities for young Albertans to explore careers in trades and technology. Skills Canada Alberta promotes participation in the Skills Canada National Competition to demonstrate Alberta's trades talent on the national and world stage. These organizations, through their expertise and community connections, provide incredible value in their service to Albertans, service that we in government would be hard-pressed to duplicate, which is why the government of Alberta has maintained long-standing, valued partnerships with Careers the Next Generation and Skills Canada Alberta. And friends, that is why I am so excited to announce that Budget 23 provides a total of $30.4 million to support Careers the Next Generation and Skills Canada Alberta over the next 3 years. This funding will support organizations' proven and complementary programs and help students still in high school to discover the rewards of careers in the skilled trades and technology. Opportunity is a word you hear a lot in Alberta these days. We are leading the country in economic growth, and we are focused on even more job creation and diversification as we continue to be the indisputable economic engine of our country. As our economy continues to grow and diversify, Alberta is already experiencing a high demand for skilled workers in many sectors. On top of that, many of Alberta's skilled trades are expecting to see higher numbers of retirement over the next few years. In short, the skilled trades are more important now than ever. The they are presenting more and more opportunities every day, and we need young people to step forward and make the most of those opportunities. One thing I am sure the teachers here at Henry Henley can tell you is that the term skilled trades means many, many different things. The skilled trades offer an incredible range of possibilities for well-paying jobs and personal fulfillment. Whether students are thinking that they might like to own their own business one day, or they have artistic talent that they want to express in their daily work, or perhaps they want to gain fundamental skills that can open doors for them in any field and take them anywhere in the world. An apprenticeship education is an invaluable post-secondary pathway to personal success and fulfillment. Our investment in careers, the next generation, and Skills Canada Alberta is a strategic and mutually beneficial partnership. It means that more young Albertans will be able to discover a rewarding career, and our province can depend on having the talent we need to meet the demands of industry as our economy continues to grow. The government of Alberta is working to ensure our province continues to drive the economy of this country through investments in the skills and talent of our working people. I want to thank Stefan Rukowski from Careers the Next Generation and Ray Massey from Skills Canada Alberta for joining us for this announcement. And thank you to Chris Broughton, Executive Director at Skills Canada Alberta, for acting as our MC today. It's always a pleasure to visit Alberta's excellent schools and to see the future being made. I want to thank Henry Henley's assistant principals, Yannick Zonpro and Dean Zuber Bowler, for welcoming us in their beautiful school today. And thank you to Veronica Jubin-Viel, Communications and Consultant with Edmonton Public Schools, for coordinating our visit to Henry Henley. I also want to thank Work Experience Coordinator Scott Bezuberg for allowing us to visit the automotive class and for showing us around. And a very special thank you to Kyla Lee for sharing the students' perspectives. With the excellence and commitment of our partner organizations, I know that all Albertans will benefit from the opportunities this funding would make possible. Our province is a land of opportunity, and I'm excited to be here this morning to make this announcement. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Minister Madu. Now I'd like to introduce Stefan Rutkowski, Director of Operations with Careers the Next Generation, to share his comments.
Good morning, everybody. Well, what amazing news. This is incredible. And thank you for the opportunity to be included together with our very strong partners, Skills Canada Alberta, in such an amazing and important announcement for Alberta youth. And what a better place to do it. I mean, the minister mentioned it. Henry Henley is one of the model schools. They're doing fantastic work when it comes to educating youth for their careers following high schools, and it's shown here in the automotive services shop that they have in school. This is one of the over 370 schools in Alberta we're working with, and we're supporting in bringing youth into the workforce and providing them an opportunity. And thank you certainly, Minister Madu, and the Alberta government. Your investment in careers is an investment in our Albertan youth, for sure, and it has been an investment for many, many years. And it's paying off. Thanks to your support and the ongoing support. Last year we had a record year. We placed almost 2,500 youth in paid internship across the province, and we're on track this year to increase this number even further. And this is exciting for Alberta youth, for sure. And over time, as the minister mentioned, these numbers have added up. Since 1997, since Career started, we have placed over 34,000 youth. And this has a huge impact on the province, and it has a huge impact on these individuals and their individual lives. And we have also expanded our services and our programs. We are very strong, and we have always grown out of the skilled trades as one of our core programs, but we have since expanded in other in-demand occupations that we see the economy will require to continue growing. This is particularly in agriculture, this is in information communication technologies, in forestry, in healthcare, and general energy technology services. And why is this so important? Why is it important that we keep adding to these programs and helping youth to have opportunities to explore? Because youth at the high school level, as we all know, are at a crossroads. They need to make a decision what they're going to do following their high school years, and helping them to make that transition into a career, or even starting their career through the registered apprenticeship program, is of great benefit. They can make far more informed decisions, and that ultimately saves them time, and it saves them money, and it's beneficial for the economy. When we look at the services and the programs that I just mentioned that we're providing, this covers about 65% of the province's workforce. This is a tremendous contribution to the employers that work in these industries. And so we know where the demand is highest, and again, the minister pointed this out, how many jobs will come available and how many jobs will be needed over the coming years, and we need to help, and we can be part of the solution to filling that labor gap. Over 80% of our careers graduates that go through the registered apprenticeship program will stay in the trades. This is a tremendous number if you think about it, over 80%, and they will go on to get their journey person ticket, and they will actually earn their certificate in their early 20s. This is way, way below the national average, which is in the later 20s. So within the early 20s, they have a journey person ticket, and they're in a very, very high in demand and valuable career and building their careers. And these youth very often stay within their communities, and they build not only their futures, but they also build their communities' futures, which again, for Alberta, is a great asset to have. Over the next few months, we'll be matching a lot of students with a lot of internship positions for the summer. This is our highest intake. And so there is still opportunities for Alberta youth and employers to get engaged. So if you find the opportunity, you can go to our fairly easy process of signing up through careersnextgen.ca, and really, us all together, we can build a much stronger province going forward. So thank you again, Minister Madu, for including us in the announcement. It's very much appreciated. And thank you, Harry English School, for hosting us here, and Edmonton Public School, who has been a tremendous partner in all of this. So thank you, everybody.
It's now my pleasure to welcome Ray Massey, President of Skills Canada Alberta, to share a few words. Ray?
Good morning, everybody, and I must tell you, I am very excited about being here. This funding announcement goes a long way to ensure that our organization continues to do what we've been doing over the last number of years, is provide an opportunity for our youth to explore the career pathways that are available to them. So I'm very, very pleased to be here with Minister Madu. So I'd like to start off by just saying thank you to the Harry Ainley School, one of our strong skills supporting schools, for setting us up and hosting us here today. I'm profoundly grateful to the government of Alberta again. Over the last 31 years, they have been the champions of what we do at Skills. And I'm very, very grateful, Minister Madu, for your support. So thank you. It's always been the goal of Skills Canada Alberta to work collaboratively with industry, with the government, and the educational stakeholders to provide an opportunity to inspire, develop, and elevate the Alberta skills youth. For years, we have worked towards creating a culture of champions, which really is about creating the champions with parity of esteem. When we're talking about the trade certificate within what we do as having the same values and worth as perhaps any other post-secondary pathway. So we're very, very pleased to be doing that, and I'm part of that. Our program provides the opportunity for our youth to discover their interests and their talents through trade technology, and through their own exploration and through mentorship. Many of you know that our apprenticeship programs are largely built on mentorship. You know, when we look at our typical apprenticeship programs, they're based on 80% in the workplace and 20% in our technical training institutes, so largely dependent upon mentorship. We are leaders in bringing the awareness of career opportunities to youth in our province. Students take part in our competitions to develop their skills beyond their traditional apprenticeship communities. So when we look at the opportunities that are there, it's not just for those that are competing. You know, this year at our provincial skills competition, we're going to have over 8,000 students come and circulate through the competition and become aware of what career pathways they might want to or might perhaps pursue or get interested in and ask some questions. So with our hands-on competitions, with our try-a-trades, great opportunities for kids to explore the career opportunities that are there. When we move on from our province and we go into the national competition this year, which is going to be held in Winnipeg, we're going to have over 10,000 students. So really, we're exposing the youth of Alberta, youth of Canada, to the opportunities that are available to them. And I also think about the opportunities of what careers do, and I was talking to a few people a bit before, talking about what these competitions do. They're a whole lot more than just winning the competition. You know, I think about the opportunity that it sets our youth up to experience success, to earn friends. You know, when we have people that go from province to province, people that go from Canada over to Europe, for instance, or other parts of the world, to the self-esteem and self-worth that is built through participating in an event like this is second to none. So I think in a lot of ways, we just don't promote people into the trades, we're promoting people as good Canadian citizens. And I think that's really valuable in what we do. I believe that we have a few students here at Harry Ainsley that are going to be competing in our regional competition here on April 15th. And from there, you're going to gather together with some of the nationals, or the provincials, and then we're going to be seeing you at our provincial skills competition. So those are always exciting times. So I guess congratulations on getting to that place. It might even be more congratulations when we get to the podium celebrations here at the end of the event too. So anyhow, congratulations for that. Once again, my comments are really short. I just really want to say thank you, Minister Madu, again. You know, we cannot do this without support of our key stakeholders, and the Alberta government has always been a key stakeholder. We could not do, like I said at the beginning, we could not do what we do without your support, and I will be eternally grateful to the support we get. And just as a side, so I have another job, and it's not on my script, but I'm going to say it anyways. I also chair the Alberta Board of Skilled Trades. And some of you are aware that we have the new STAIA Act, the new apprenticeship, way we're designing apprenticeship in this province. And it's been two groups that we work closely with, Would-Be Skills and Careers the Next Generation. And for me, it's also great to see the government recognize careers for what they do. Tremendous partner with apprenticeship, and just want to acknowledge that. So thank you.
And I want to welcome our last speaker this morning, Harry Ainley student Kyler Lee. Kyler, come on up.
Thank you, Chris, for the introduction, and hello, everyone. It's exciting to have you at our school this morning. My name is Kyler Lee, and I'm a grade 11 student at Harry Ainley School. Last month, I started the Registered Apprenticeship Program as a heavy equipment tech with a company called Lee Bear, which is one of the largest construction manufacturers in the world. This semester, I'm spending my mornings in class and my afternoons in the shop working alongside several journeyman technicians. During my time in the shop, I'm gaining hands-on experience while also networking and learning from experienced journeymen. In the shop, I'm disassembling and assembling certain parts, helping do prep work for major jobs, along with buffing and washing parts. I'm grateful for this placement because I'm gaining essential knowledge and new skills. The experience I'm getting every day on a real work site will help me make an informed decision about my future, including the career I choose. The Registered Apprenticeship Program has been an exciting opportunity, and I know it will help me feel more confident about my transition from high school into the workforce. Thank you so much for having me as a part of this event.
He was nervous, but he was amazing. I want to thank Kyler, want to thank Minister Madu, Ray, Stefan, and all of our guests here this morning. This concludes the speaking portion of the event, and now I'm going to turn things over to Nikki Gokwan to organize the media Q&A and the photo walk.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray. That completes the formal announcement. We will now move on to the media question and answer portion. We will start with the phones, and then we'll go to the floor. And you're invited to ask one question and one follow-up, and please stay on topic. Thank you. Operator, can I please push through the first caller?
Yes, the first question is from Saif Global News.
Go ahead, Saif.
Good morning. Sorry about that. I was muted. Apologies. It isn't an on-topic question. It's for the Deputy Premier, Kaycee Madu. I'm just wondering, we're hearing today, this morning, that the Finance Minister isn't going to be seeking re-election come the spring election, and I'm just wondering how your government feels about that.
Well, I think we can all agree that our President of the Treasury Board and the Minister of Finance is without question the best finance minister in our country. All of us in government and in cabinet have had the tremendous privilege and honor of working with him. And I am sad to see him go, but ultimately, as elected officials, we get to make the decisions as to whether or not we would run in any election. Travis have got my best wishes. He's served our province in one of the most difficult times in our province's history. You will recall that in 2019, when we first got elected, our province was almost on the verge of bankruptcy. We inherited an economic mess, a credit rating that is in tatters, and 9 months after, we were confronted with a global pandemic and multiple crises on the oil and gas sector. The commodity price at some point was selling at a negative. And so we have worked hard, and Travis has been an instrumental part of that hard work to make sure that our province's economy is now where it is, leading the country once again. And we are hopeful as a people and as a province because of the tremendous amount of work that Travis have done in the last 4 years. So he has my best wishes, and I do want to offer my best wishes as well to his lovely family.
Any follow-up, Saif?
Yes, Nikki, thank you. Deputy Premier, I'm just wondering, I believe with Travis Taves now saying he won't be seeking re-election, that's 15 UCP MLAs who aren't going to seek re-election. Is that of any concern to you or your government?
No, I am not concerned at all. It is not a concern to us in government. It has been a difficult 4 years for our province and for those who've had the responsibility to lead our province. As I indicated, we have confronted a wide range of historical challenges, from serious economic challenges, financial crisis, a global pandemic. All of us, the one thing you must know about those of us in my party that are responsible for our government, that most of us we are family people with children, and wives, and brothers and sisters and parents. And oftentimes, we get to make a determination as to whether or not, as I said before, when we are going to pursue an elective office. I do think that some of them have come to the conclusion that now is the time to allow new blood into government, and obviously I am looking forward to the next election.
Thank you, Saif. We'll now proceed to questions on the floor. Any questions on the floor? That concludes our announcement. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you so much, guys.